This laptop got peed on by a cat. Let's see if we can fix it. Lemon iced tea. So before we begin, liquid damage 101. What do you do if you spill something on your laptop or if your cat pees on it? Step 1, power it down. Step 2, dry it ASAP as best you can. Step 3, don't power it back on until you do liquid damage repair. Unfortunately, this girl, who was really nice, tried to power it on after softening up all the cat pee and said it worked, but then shortly after, it stopped working. This is because it continues to corrode even though the moisture is gone. So if you have liquid damage, you have to open it up like we're about to do and clear all the corrosion. Cross our fingers, there's no permanent damage. I just opened it up. Here is what I'm seeing. Let's disconnect the battery right away. Here's the first thing I'm noticing. Hair. Don't eat this. Now here we can see some signs of the actual corrosion. The cat pee crystals here, completely corroding these components, and look at this over here. That's pretty bad. What happens is it bridges connections that should not be bridged, basically creating a short, and electricity flows where it should not, through the pee crystals. How do you fix pee crystals from inside a laptop? Easy, you lick them. Just kidding, that would be gross. What you can do is you can take a toothbrush, like this one. I use it to brush my teeth every night. You take isopropyl alcohol, 99.9%. This is safe for electronics, so it's not like 70% where it contains water. It's like pure alcohol. It's safe to use and it cleans stuff like cat pee right off. So we're gonna put this on the toothbrush and scrub away that corrosion. Here it goes. For good measure, I'm gonna put some alcohol on a Q-tip and then wipe away the residue around because we kind of like smeared the cat pee around. Now we're gonna try to actually absorb some of it with this. Now I'm gonna repeat the process over here. While I'm doing this now with the fumes and the alcohol absorbing into the cat pee, all I can smell is cat pee. Oh, I love it. You can see now it's looking a lot better. You could almost not even tell that it ever had the cat pee crystals on it. That's good because she brought it in soon. If she would have waited a month or two, it only would have gotten worse and worse, and that's where you can start to see some serious damage. Now, if we notice that any of these were exploded, we would have no choice but to remove them and potentially replace them. But at first glance, it doesn't look so bad. Unfortunately, the pee crystals just keep reappearing after the alcohol dries away, so this drive may be cooked. What we can do if it doesn't boot is we can try putting this in the ultrasonic cleaner if it comes to that. That's a device that's basically like a big electronics deep fryer that we can put this in to fizzle away all that corrosion. Now our job is not yet over. I'm gonna have to actually take all these parts out to see if there's any cat pee underneath them. Leave no stone unturned. I pulled the drive out and yep, there's still pee pooled inside of this. Ay, ay, ay. This is why you can't just put your device in rice. This pee would remain here forever, corroding into eternity. You have to deep clean it like this. Okay, so this is actually looking pretty hopeful. I'm not noticing any pee on the underside of the main board, which is great. It seems most of the pee was contained in this corner of the laptop. So we're gonna have to clean that pee crust off that hinge. We're gonna have to clean that pee, which is still pooled in the corner here. And we're gonna have to clean the rest of the pee off this board. Okay, here we are knees deep in the pee clean. Status update. Primary board should be good. Little to no pee. SSD, fully saturated with pee crystals. You can see even after multiple scrubbings, it's still got pee encrusted everywhere. So what I'm gonna do is run this in the ultrasonic cleaner, as well as this This had a lot of pee on it. Luckily, it seems these two pieces were the only ones that got heavy pee exposure. We're lucky we can throw these two components into the ultrasonic cleaner to thoroughly clean off any residue of pee, put the laptop back together, and with any luck, it's gonna work. This here is the ultrasonic cleaner. First, we're gonna fill it with alcohol. Step 2, plug in the machine. We're gonna add some heat to this alcohol, which helps clean it. Not too much though. I'm just gonna heat it to 30 degrees. It's heating up, I'm gonna go take a pee. Okay, we're at just about 30 degrees. Pop our cat pee ridden parts into the deep fryer. We will place them into the heated alcohol, and watch this. We're gonna activate it. We'll run it for 20 minutes. Basically, gonna start vibrating ultrasonic frequencies. It's gonna vibrate the heck out of those parts, and all that cat pee is just gonna fizz off with the help of the warm alcohol. 3, 2, 1. Let's let this do its thing, then we'll put the laptop back together. All done. No more cat pee, I hope. Now it's time to take this to dry. It's daytime now and it's all dry. Let's put this back together and see if it works. Okay, this thing's all put back together. No more cat pee. It's time to test it. My prediction? I think it's probably gonna turn on. I think there's like an 80% chance this thing works fine. And I'd say there's maybe a 50% chance that this drive boots, and a 50% chance everything works except the drive, and we'll have to replace it and reinstall Windows. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. All right, charger's plugged in. Let's send it. And it boots. Look at this. Well, it gets to the splash screen anyways. Let's see if it goes into Windows. It's loading into Windows. Let's cross our fingers it keeps working. We're in Windows. It appears fixed. We're gonna test everything and make sure that it works reliably. Here's the software I like to use to test, Burn-In Test. You can run a free 15-minute test by downloading the free trial. This is awesome. It's by Passmark. So this test will run everything full pin besides I removed the 3D graphics test. We'll let this run for a while and make sure the system doesn't crash. This thing's fixed. The testing went well. It was running hot, but that's because the cooler in this thing is shitty. So I'm gonna give it a cleaning. I'll use a razor to remove this pee-ridden sticker. I'm gonna clean out the keyboard, wipe the screen and whatnot, and consider this a successful fix. So it's all fixed. Mission success. No more cat pee, and luckily it was the best case scenario. No parts had to be replaced, just a deep clean. All the customer owes is for the time. We bill $60 an hour, so this job is gonna cost the customer $180 Canadian. It's expensive because it's labor intensive, but it beats having to buy a whole new laptop. If the repair had been unsuccessful, for liquid damage, we usually bill half, so we would have billed $90 for the attempt.
Have a nice day.